When George Harrison temporarily walked away from the Beatles, the lead guitarist turned the turmoil into creativity, penning what would become one of his most celebrated solo songs. For years, Harrison had been overshadowed by Paul McCartney and John Lennon, two of the most dominant songwriting figures of their generation. His frustration came to the surface during the filming of the 1970 documentary Let It Be, which revealed how rigidly Paul often directed the group's musical process. In the film, John appeared more laid back, while Ringo Starr was distracted by his growing passion for acting. That left George as the one most weighed down by artistic pressure, until on January 10, 1969, he decided he'd had enough and quit the band. Though he eventually returned, the decision pushed him to channel his emotions into writing Wah Wah, a song aimed at his bandmates and the endless disputes that plagued them. Harrison later explained in an interview with Crawdaddy magazine that the track was born immediately after one of his clashes with McCartney during the Let It Be sessions. He described how the argument left him with a pounding headache, and when he left the studio, just as Yoko Ono was captured, shrieking into a microphone, he went home and wrote Wah Wah, likening the experience to the throbbing noise of the guitar effect itself. The song found its place on Harrison's monumental 1970 triple album, All Things Must Pass, and became a defining highlight of his solo career. Yet, despite its reputation, he only performed it live twice, both times at the landmark concert for Bangladesh. This pioneering benefit show, held at Madison Square Garden in New York, brought together stars like Eric Clapton, Bob Dylan, Billy Preston, and Ringo Starr. Interestingly, Derek and the Dominoes keyboardist Bobby Whitlock had already recorded the song with Harrison before Clapton officially joined in. Recalling the recording sessions, Harrison once shared how he had been the last to arrive due to car trouble. When he walked in, producer Phil Spector was barking flamboyant instructions to phase everything, while an engineer manually twisted knobs to achieve the effect. By the time Harrison entered, Billy Preston had settled at the organ, and Gary Brooker of Procol Harum was at the piano, leaving Harrison without a clear place to contribute. He decided to claim a smaller electric piano and deliberately played against the rhythm, filling in the gaps with upbeat chords that contrasted the downbeat-driven arrangement. It was his way of carving out space in the chaos, turning frustration into musical brilliance.